sometimes it just all works out. It is what it is. And I might have a pizza container in here with some good toppings. Watermelon. But I'm not calling it watermelon anymore. I'm calling it aquamelon. Aquamelon. I was thinking like H2O melon. But H2O sounds too much like a hoe. H2O. Hose to go. H2, I don't know, HO. Yeah. That's pizza. That's the best pizza in the world, watermelon. Anyways, we got a Churchill here. I had a really nice size, 6 and 3/4, I thought it was, by 48. I like that smaller dimension, and just shy, making a little shy. Hey, you know what? I can't find fault in that. And I thought I brought my cutter. Where the fuck is the cutter? Where is it, man? Come on, man. Want me to fire PG for this? How did I lose my fucking cutter, man? I did. I apologize for nothing. For nothing. What a piece of shit channel, man. I bring watermelon. I don't have my cutter. This is a cigar channel. Corojo wrapper. A Rosado Cafe wrapper. Whatever that means. That's the grade, I guess, as far as the coloring, And then supposedly AAA grade Corojo, which once again, I guess is as good as it gets, right? I will say this, the wrapper is illustrious. It's like oily, silky, but it has some nice felt grip to it, like a slight little grip as I'm erotically stroking this. You like that? $20, right? You want to give me 25? Anyways, I like it. It has I can see crystallized little sparkles in the wrapper. Nice. Let's get to it. I know you can't really tell. Maybe I'll do a bright light on that. What does it say here? Illusione Singulare. Why would it say it again in a different symbol? It's got Illusione Singulare there, and Illusione Singulare. Why can't you put something else? Are you going to keep on writing the same fucking thing? Illusione. Nice band, though. Gotta admit, nice band. Very Illuminati look. Singulare with the dollar bill sign. And an owl with the wings, which, if you know, you know. Construction looks really nice. The cap on this, wow, better than Patron. Where's my fucking cutter? I probably should have used my knife. The foot smell was nice too. If you just got here, welcome to the club. This is a place where everyone's a winner. Everyone's a winner if everyone's a loser, right? I just can't stress that enough. Well, some cigars are a lot easier than others. Biting and getting ready. Not this one. I really have my cutter or my knife. My knife's I'm making a lot of fucking excuses. I'm sounding like a woman. Just light the cigar. I want to talk to HR. Yeah. Soft, gentle heat. Soft, gentle heat. Soft, gentle heat. Yes. Yeah, they had a new season now of Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy just started. And don't ask me how I know this. Cause the point is, complete Sodom and Gomorrah. On the first episode, I think it was Monday, it was on Jeopardy, and it was I forget what the question was. It was something about something. It was something about like thing. You rewatch it. Like rewatch Monday's episode. It was Monday or Tuesday's episode on Jeopardy, and it was something about things that you're not supposed to do in front of children or something like that. Parents not supposed to do, or things parents do that they're not, or whatever the fuck, something like that. And I don't know. One person said something to the effect of, you know what I'm saying, and but I think the answer was something to the effect, or you know, the woman, and both times this woman had creepy answers. I think she was like Epstein's girlfriend. She said something. The question was something like, "Well, things you're not supposed to do in front of your children, things whatever," and she's like, "Oh, be naked," and everyone's like, "Huh? Sorry, you're gonna lose $500 and a call to fucking CPS, you fucking freak lady." Like who the fuck? I don't care. Yeah, something you're not supposed to do in front of your children, not just children, but in front of your children. And this woman's like, "Take my clothes off," and you're like, "What the fuck?" Like you have to. Everyone knows that. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like fucking something you shouldn't be doing. You're like, we gotta talk about that. Well, what they're doing is they're just trying to normalize talking about this. They're trying to normalize pedophilia. Bunch of fucking weird shit. Fucking that shit. All these talk shows and TV shows are a fucking psyop. It's called programming for a reason. Programming, right? Right? Because your mind is so important. Remember, you guys all got programmed for the past 4 years. You took jabberonis, right? Because it was so dangerous. I didn't. Here I am. But you took it though. Remember, because it was so dangerous. And then remember, I was bad because I didn't take it because I was selfish. But remember, if you took it, you're protected. But then remember, it was, well, you're not protected. And then remember, it's safe. And then now they're admitting, well, some people got heart attacks. Some people. And remember, though, you could have lost your job. Yeah. And then all the other things. People losing family, not going to funerals or weddings, etc. Remember, though, because the TV told you. Well, here's the thing. If it was all real, why did it stop? Why did it stop? It only stopped. The people that believe in this bullshit, everyone here that believed in that bullshit, you stopped believing it because the TV told you to stop. They stopped talking about it. You hear the Amish dying from it. They don't have TV. We're dead serious. How fucking retarded are you? I don't give a shit. And look, we could disagree, right? I mean, what I'm telling you is a fact, but you don't have to believe me. That's fine. That's okay. It's freedom of speech. We could disagree or even call each other asshole. Remember that? New York State and Colorado offered me $20 lotto tickets to take it. $20 lotto tickets. What an interesting cigar. Long, heavy finish. Heavy, medium plus off the bat. 65% darkness, but it feels like it's going to go a little darker. That cigar's a winner. Dude, look. Some cigars are shit. Some cigars are, oh, okay. Some cigars are, wasn't bad, but some cigars, no, that was good. Some cigars, hey, it's pretty good. This is solid off the bat. That's not fluff. This ain't fluff. This ain't fluff. This Illuminati thing, you got 3 pyramids on here, an owl, the money symbol called Illusione. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. A little tongue-in-cheek. Tongue-in-cheek. Little tongue-in-cheek. Really kind of funky. It's a nice coffee note. Good amount of earth. It's, nice amount of black pepper. Like a pungent sourdough. The finish, though, was like funky. The finish has like a mustiness to it. Like the finish is like, oof. Like oof. You know what I'm saying, though? Like if something was baking or fucking like oof. You know, oof. You know, like it's like consuming you. It's I'm not saying it's an ass-kicking cigar, but the flavor it has and the finish it has is a lot, and pungent is the word. Yeah, we're at medium full in this Churchill. Now, if you try this in the large, it was in several sizes. If you try this in a larger size, it might be weaker, might be less impressive. I'm sure it's still going to be good, though. This is Aganorsa. I thought it was AJ. So, did AJ make any cigars for Illusione? Or am I thinking he made some cigars for Crowned Heads? I'm getting confused here in the plethora of Nicaraguan brands that are made by other people. Yeah, look, so it is what it is. I don't care if I hurt your choach. It's freedom of speech. Because I remember as a victim where they told me they were going to fire me from New York and Colorado if I didn't take it. Fire me. And if they fired me, well, then I can't pay my child support. If I can't pay my child support, I go to prison. So either way, did you get that? Oh, never forget. Oh, yeah, I didn't forget. Oh, I didn't forget that society turned on each other. But, oh, I was the bad guy. But now we don't talk about it. I was the bad guy. Look, you want to take 100? You want to take 100 shots of Jack Scene? You want to take 100? Take 4,000 boosting rockets to the NASA pool? Go ahead. You want to take a flu shot every winter and fall? Go ahead. You have more mercury than a Ford Sable dealer, and that's a 1990s joke. Look it up. But guess what? I'm not taking that shit. It's bullshit. And you know how it's bullshit? Because I'm fine, and I didn't take it. It's living proof that it's bullshit, and I never get sick. And all the people I know that be taking that stuff, even my own family, they're always getting sick. Coughing, blowing the nose for months. And there's Richie smoking a cigar every night in a Corolla. Right. Let's change the topic, though. I guess this Illuminati thing really brought that out in me. What I'm trying to say is, look, you could do whatever you want, but there was a solid few years where society tried to make pressure people like me that said, no, I don't believe in this. I'm not doing this. Oh, you have to. I have to? Or what? And then give it a few years, you guys all stop believing in it. You fucking hypocrites. You cocksucking fucking hypocrites. Now, I'm not saying everyone is, because there are people that took it or believed in it, but they're like, okay, they minded their business, okay, but you know, you have your opinion. But there were people like, oh yeah, we should kill those people, or we should put them in prison, we should force them to take it. What happened? It's over? It's over? Look, the thing about a lie is people get tired of talking about it. They got to give you a new lie. You know what I'm saying, though? Styles change because styles are a lie. Trends change because trends are a lie. What happened to it? Oh, it's gone. Oh. Well, we don't talk about that no more. We don't talk about it no more. Oh, well, I'm glad I didn't take that thing that could have had permanent damage to my body. And they're admitting to it. They're admitting to it that it caused permanent heart damage and heart failure. They're admitting to it in court. I just saw it. But no, we won't talk about that now, though. Even people that believe it, we won't talk about it. Slow burning, heavy cigar. Not for newbies. You're going to get a lot of fucking time out of this, Churchill. What a slow burning fucking cigar. What a really thickly packed, heavy for its size. I forgot to mention that you might want to dry your cigar out a couple of days My band is moving though. Burning great, but this is such heavy tobacco. Really surprised. Bold roasted peanuts, rich cedar. It's not like an exotic cigar, but it's a bold cigar. That's not super dark. It's pretty strong. We're at a heavy, medium, full into it. This is a strong cigar. It's very smooth though. It's got good tobacco, aged tobacco. It's a solid blend. It doesn't feel like something you never had before, and it doesn't feel like something that's so out of line with Illusione or Aganorsa. But it definitely feels like a higher end version, and it should be because this was like $13, which is expensive for a Churchill from Illusione and or Aganorsa. That's Florida pricing. So, it's a larger size, but it's hitting that upper mid tier price point, almost luxury category. But in this day and age, but still, you might see it in your area, $15, $16. So me as a cigar reviewer, maybe come for me advice. Is this really good cigar? Well, it's really got great flavor. It's not flavor that you haven't had before, but it's more refined than normal as far as Illusione. It still as bold as most Illusione cigars, so it's not going against the grain of that. If you like Illusione, you're going to like this one. But then you can say, why would I pay more money? Well, if you want to have a higher end Illusione with better age, and bro, like, you'll see this is the next grade. This from like regular Illusione. This is a step up. So it is what it is. I'm at full strength. 65, almost 70%. I'm at full strength. I need some fucking watermelon. How come I never get a letter from New York or Colorado telling me to eat fruit or use quality soaps? How come I never got a letter from Colorado reminding me to wear jimmies because it's a crazy world out there? Herpes and syphilis and gonorrhea is real, and AIDS is real. No one ever gave me a letter, right? How come I get pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt? Because it's dangerous. Because I could die. That's not why they do it so that we can give you a ticket and raise your insurance rates. Because it's a meat grinding fucking system. That's why they do it. They don't care about your life, and they shouldn't have to either. It's your life, so you should wear a seatbelt. Same time, put it on or don't wear it. When you go through the windshield, it's because it's your choice, right? That being said, if cops pull you over for your safety because you're not wearing your seatbelt, right? You should then ask you, do you have any jimmies? Oh, no, officer. Well, what if you meet a woman tonight? Are you going to go to a nightclub, bar, and you don't have any condoms? What if you get AIDS? What if she gets pregnant and you get AIDS? Right? And now all three of you, the mother and the baby, have AIDS. You don't have a jimmy? Well, I'm wearing my seatbelt. Who gives a shit? Right? You see what I'm saying, though? For your safety. They should pull you over for that. You got jimmies? You got jimmies? Listen, let me tell you right now. There are more people dying of diseases like AIDS, hepatitis, and everything else. Die in car accidents. Car accidents is a serious thing, but it is what it is. Now, if you got a granted, while drinking and driving, that's a whole other element. Well, that is a serious factor, though. But the point is this. I guess we'd also have to look up how many people die in drinking and driving accidents or kill other people where they live. Because is it more safe to be a drunk driver or a sober driver? Meaning, of course, you can get in trouble for drunk driving. But you always hear, well, the drunk driver is fine, but the sober person got killed in the accident because they were so stiff, I don't know. Is it better to be a drunk driver with your seatbelt, statistically, in an accident, than a sober driver without your seatbelt? I would say wearing your seatbelt is amazing. I would wear your fucking seatbelt. When you're driving, I'd wear your fucking seatbelt. But I'd wear your seatbelt and wear a fucking Jimmy. Just in fucking case. You never know. Fuck, you never know. I like the cigar. Slow burning. Strong. And look, if I offended anyone, I don't care. But it's freedom of speech. You don't have to watch this. Hey, and you're entitled to think the way you want. And I'm always going to think the way I want. That's the beauty about America. The issue is when you try to step your boot on someone's neck and they say, no, I'm not doing it. And then when you think you're allowed to, you're not. And that's when then resistance becomes necessary. Well, I'm glad in the middle of September, it's only like 90 degrees and 100% humidity. It's fucking disgusting. It's a sweatbox, South Florida. I don't recommend it for cigars. I mean, it has great cigar selection and great cigar prices. But the weather down here is I can't wait to leave. I got 2 weeks left. Cigar is pretty strong. However, it's not really that dark. Almost 70% darkness. I would say the flavor is quite lively and quite spicy and quite heavy at this point. Well, it was like that along the way, but it just keeps on building up. I have nothing bad to say about it, and I do think the price is justified. It feels like a more refined, although still very strong, but it feels like a little more complex, which is hard to do because lots of these Illusione cigars, they're rather strong and rather robust, but they can be very formulaic and quite simple. But they do what they do well. They feel like cigars, like if you like Padron 1000, 2000 series natural, if something was available at a slightly higher price point, but like below 64 natural, they kind of feel like overall it's a brand. That's the best way I could kind of describe the brand. But this feels like a better version and a higher quality, higher grade wrap. Everything about it feels a little more nice. If that's the best way to describe it, than like a regular Illusione you're going to get for like $8-9. So, is it worth it? Yeah, to try once. I think these Singulare Illusione, nice band. If you save bands, Now, yeah, black and red pepper too. Red pepper has come in. A lot of cedar, quite earthy, quite spicy. There's a creamy texture to it a little bit, but it's really not a sweet cigar. Illusione overall is not a massively brand that goes, hey, we're going to give you really a lot of sweetness. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I mean, I'm at a real full strength, like a heavy full strength at this point. I don't think the cigar is for newbies, and I really don't think Illusione overall as a brand is for newbies. However, for guys that are deeper into cigars and you want to try heavy Nicaraguan cigars, that I would say this though. I got to give the nod to AJ, even though AJ does a lot of strong cigars. At this point, his portfolio and just his regular AJ stuff, he has quite a mix of a lot of different stuff, from the Dorado and all the different types of New Worlds and the Bella Artes and the Cameroon and there's so many, even like I wouldn't call small batch, but small ones he did. Was one with the goat and one with the octopus. He's just making shit. What's the one with the octopus he made? It's like octopus in Spanish. Octopussy? It was some kind of, what was that name? Oh, pulpo. An octopus. And then he made a cigar for a goat. AJ Fernandez is teaching kids numbers and like letters and animals. Like, this is the AJ Fernandez lion. This year, 2025, the AJ Fernandez tiger. AJ Fernandez 2025. Also, AJ Fernandez bear. Lions and tiger. At this point, like, he's naming us animals, the chicken, pretty soon he's going to do body parts. The AJ Fernandez liver. The all-new AJ Fernandez gallbladder. Well, Mexican's Andreas rapper. I dedicated to this cigar to one time when I was thinking about my gallbladder. AJ Fernandez. Like, he's just, there's not much deep story. Like, but he's a fuck. I really think at this point, this is a theory, but I think I kind of believe it, which is a lot. This cigar's strong. Holy shit. Wow. That's even kind of strong for me. So watch out on this one. Now, remember, I'm having this in the 48 gauge, which is going to ramp it up. Let's say going back 10 years ago, right? AJ wasn't what it was now. You get these big brands, General and Altatus, which are corporations that have all these different classic brands, Cohiba, Monte Cristo, Romeo, H. Upmann, Hoyo, El Rey del Mundo, Punch, etc. Partagas, but they never did a Partagas, AJ. That should be next. Now, the thing is this. Things 10, 12 years ago were really shifting. People wanted cheaper and stronger Nicaraguan cigars. Not everyone wanted a classic Monte Cristo white, you know? So, you had a lot of these Nicaraguan cigars come out. A lot of these boutique cigars were Nicaraguan. Now, did AJ just build up his diesel bundle cigars and the Ave Marias? Did he just make himself popular enough on the online sales, you know, because really back then he was really popular on the samplers and Cigar International. Somehow he went from that to taking over General and Altatus, especially Altatus. All of Altatus belongs to fucking AJ Fernandez. All the brands and more than one. Like, it wasn't like he just made a cigar for Monte Cristo. Multiple blends for Monte Cristo. A cigar for Romeo, multiple cigars for H. Upmann. And I would say you go to stores, most of the time they're going to have the AJ, H. Upmann, Romeo, Montes, more than even their classic line. They sell probably better. And a lot of cigars for General, but not as much. Or maybe more brands under General, because it's really 3 brands he took over under Altatus, but he took over all the brands. Where on the General side, the Diesel became part of General under Forged, but they're made by AJ, but distributed and sold in the General. So the General sales reps have to worry about selling and getting those. So that's a free play for him. So in a way, I don't know if that's ever happened. Like AJ's brand is Diesel on Cigar International, but then they also have Diesel that's higher end stuff, higher mid-tier stuff, mid-tier and higher mid-tier stuff made for General, and General sells it with their cigars and their lineups. And then, obviously, the Punch, Diablo, a couple of different Hoyos, the Amistad Black, and the Amistad, there was a gold and red. What the fuck? The El Rey del Mundos, there's 3 of them now. Nothing under Macanudo, nothing under Cohiba, nothing I remember under Partagas. I feel like there's other stuff under General. Nothing under CAO either. That will probably happen, though. The point is, though, what if these people made an assessment back then, like, listen, we got to start making stronger versions of our cigars, but we don't want to hurt our core followers that love, like, or get them confused. Because what if you guys that smoke classic Partagas, which is a Cameroon wrapper, or guys that smoke classic, Punch, medium Honduran cigars, medium plus, or classic Monte, mild medium cigars back then, classic series, in the Connecticut shade stuff. If we start making stronger cigars, then it's like, well, which one's the stronger, which one's the weaker? And then they make a fall guy, a scapegoat, AJ. So you have their cigars, Monte Cristo still, but then Monte Cristo by AJ, or crafted by AJ. You have, what's the difference between Monte Cristo by AJ, Monte Cristo that just says AJ Fernandez, and then Monte Cristo that's crafted? Is it difference crafting a cigar, or buy a cigar, or just the cigar? Could you craft a blend, or you buy a blend? And in a way, when a cigar says Monte Cristo by AJ BY, the English language is known for having words that have the same phrase, same speech, but different writings, but it's really a play on words. when you say Monte Cristo by AJ, BY, but you're also saying by, BUY. And how many other cigars had that? So it was like Romeo by AJ. So you're literally saying by AJ. You're advertising BUY. So every time you say Romeo by AJ, you're not only saying the name, you're telling someone else. If you said, "Hey, Padron 1926, yeah, I like that cigar. You should go buy it." Instead, it's like, yeah, you know, H. Upman by AJ. BY, BUY, it's the same word, same phrase. It's like if you had the word. Well, no, some words don't have different meanings, like homosexual. There's one word. That means one thing. But bi also, wait, is AJ bisexual? By AJ? What if they're telling you it's made by AJ for them? Also, they're saying BUI by AJ, but they're also saying AJ plays the field. Monte Cristo by AJ. What if they're just saying, what if AJ's coming out the closet by AJ's BI? By, if someone says by, BI, BUI, or BY, it's the same phrase by. I'm saying like this, and I go by, they're assuming I'm leaving. They're not assuming, or if I said by, like, I mean, what am I asking someone? You go both ways? Only the English language does that kind of shit. Italians don't play that. Italians are like ciao or ma che testa, finocchio. So this guy, you get what I'm saying though? I like this cigar, strong cigar. It's going to be a 4.6 in the Singularity. So I think it's a strong cigar, enjoyable. Nothing bad to say about it. It's a higher end for them. It's worth a shot because there's a few more dollars, so I think it's definitely worth trying a little more higher end Illusione, but it's not like astronomically priced more, but it's still more. But, you know, also at the same time, you don't have to try it though, because I don't know, I feel like maybe most guys going for Illusione are doing, you know, sub $10, but if you want to branch out a little bit and try a little higher end Illusione, definitely worth it. The wrapper quality and the flavor on this was really nice. But the version I got in 48 gauge, especially this last 3-4 inches, has been really strong. Back to by AJ, by AJ, by AJ, by AJ. So what if these companies created this guy that he's just a front, he's an actor? And I'm not saying he doesn't know anything about cigars, but in a way it was kind of like they needed to split up their portfolio of, we still make our classic Dominican cigars, but then we also want to have stronger Nicaraguan cigars. But I said, how are we going to know the difference? Oh, we didn't make them. By AJ. I don't know. I can't say it's a fact, but it's an interesting thought. It's an interesting thought. Because, you know, if you were alive from like the 60s to the 80s smoking cigars, if you liked the brand, the brand was the brand. Being around over 10 years ago, we got to see a gigantic shift where brands that have been around forever, all of a sudden it's like they morph to like, well, we're still these brands, but now we're doing this. Interesting. I'm talking too much. With the skinnier gauge, easy to go out, and I'm running my mouth. Well, here you go. That's my thought on that. By AJ. I'll leave it at that. With all respect to AJ. All respect. I think the AJ situation, what happened to cigars, is one of the most dynamic situations. It's very strange. This guy's just screaming over there. Who's he talking to? Who's he screaming to? He's on one side of the block, and he's screaming to these people on the other side. Oh, he said, how's the pizza? Because now he said, is it good? He's asking for a pizza review from one block to the other. Strange. I've never seen someone ask, how's the pizza? It's Florida pizza. It's not going to be good. Anyways, we're done here. Enjoyable cigar. Oh, strong cigar. A classier version of the Aganorsa Illusiones. A dynamic blend for Illusione, even though it wasn't like the most complex cigar I ever had. But if you know Illusione, you have this. It kicks it up a notch, and it was still strong and a little more, I think, depth, which I liked, and it was really spicy. If you want to try this and be less spicy, go for the bigger gauge. You open up the gauge on this from 48 to like 56, it's going to be less strong, I guarantee you. Still a lot of nicotine, but the flavor is going to be not as strong. We're done here. I'll see you around. Stay fresh. Remember, freedom of speech belongs to everyone, including things you don't like to hear. Because remember, somebody might not like to hear what you have to say, and that's okay. We could still be respectful or be disrespectful, but say what you want. Because I'm going to say what I want. No one's going to tell me what I can and cannot say. Or else I'm not an American. At the same time, say what you want. As long as you don't force someone what you want. Because, yeah, that's... When you force someone to do something, there's a word for that. By AJ. Man, this is a pretty strong cigar. Very earthy, very spicy. It's getting very Nicaraguan. Really. And not super dark, though. Sometimes those cigars are very... This is all Corojo, right? I mean, Corojo wrapper. It's interesting. If you had this and then you had the punch, the one by JRE, the Honduran Corojo, which is phenomenal. Totally different blend. Totally different feel. What the hell was that one called? I really enjoyed that one. I can't think of it. Oh, something leaf? No. Punch Golden Era. That was a great cigar. Much sweeter, more balanced, less powerful though. I'll see you around. Stay fresh. It is what it is.